The Paterson police director got a side job as the interim chief for the Hazelton Police Department in Hazelton, Pennsylvania. That's about 2 hours away driving, about 115 miles apart between Paterson and Hazleton. So questions have been asked, how can he do both? One of Paterson's councilmen has said Paterson actually needs a full-time police director. I've chased crime in Paterson. I covered the tragedy in 2014 of 12-year-old Genesis, who was shot down while riding her scooter. There was such a huge outrage in the city. It poured out in front of City Hall. Her dad spoke out. There were a total of 26 murders in 2014 and 17 murders in 2015. So it's not an understatement to say that Paterson has serious crime issues. So to get to the bottom of this, I chased this to the Paterson Police Headquarters and spoke to Police Director Jerry Speziale.
We have a very big nexus between Paterson and Hazleton, with guns being traded here and heroin going back. So it's putting guns on our streets and it's putting heroin on the streets of Hazleton. So it's actually a good thing because I get to get a little bit of intelligence in doing this with a 40-man police department there. It's not a real hard thing.
He also said that another reason why this is not an issue is because he is a high-level expert when it comes to fighting the war on drugs.
This is big business, undercover operations, planes and boats and smuggling and import-export companies.
He used to work undercover with the Colombian cartels and with the infamous cocaine kingpin Pablo Escobar. In this video, you actually see Hector Escobar of the Escobar crew refueling this plane.
We would build airstrips in the middle of the jungle. I would have Colombian cartel planes fly into me, then I would reload them with fuel, take the cocaine off, and then I would smuggle it here into the United States and then give it to the bad guys. I would actually give them the cocaine, and then as they're getting away, they get a tire blowout.
I got it. I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
You're like the real deal.
This is the real thing.
Tell me, were you scared?
No, you're running on pure adrenaline.
He also showed me this picture of a truck in Manhattan loaded with cocaine, blew up the tire on the 59th Street Bridge, the Queensboro Bridge, and had these bad guys caught and was not detected as an undercover for the federal government. He has worked high level with these drug dealers, the level where it's not just street level, like in Paterson, drug dealing, but it's actually people wearing Armani suits, and this is business, and they're selling millions and millions of dollars of cocaine and bringing it into the United States. He's even been trusted with Secret Service and Air Force One. And you can see this picture here. He's greeting President Obama as President Obama is coming off his plane at JFK. So he's been trusted by very high-level officials. And he's actually been sought out even by Hollywood. He was actually in the movie Brooklyn's Finest opposite Richard Gere.
So it sounds like, I mean, I don't know, that it doesn't sound like anybody in Paterson, including the city councilman, is questioning his background, his skill set, his experience, but according to every article I've read, he's putting in the hours of full-time. Because I'm not going to knock anybody for working 2 jobs. I think you can certainly do 2 jobs effectively.
10 minutes apart.
Every civilian thinks they're an expert in law enforcement, but they're really not. He actually is an expert when it comes to fighting drugs, and he has explained as an expert that there is a nexus between illegal guns on Paterson streets and illegal drugs in Hazleton. As a regular civilian, you wouldn't know that. Sharing intelligence can help fight crime, and that's what he's doing.